Could you all use a good laugh?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get started in a moment. I have a couple quick announcements, please. We have our restrooms to our left, men and women over there. We're going to have a or you can use either one. There's one stall, so whatever works. We're going to have a 15-minute intermission where we do have concessions, and we also have some lovely raffle prizes for Mother's Day. So you'll have time to take a look at those. So we're going to get started with a couple just quick fun things. This is our 5th year, I think 5.5 years we've been at this theater, 4 sold-out shows a year. Now we do have our flyer for our next show in August out on the table, so when you go out at intermission, because we do get sold out, so this way you can plan ahead. And your little program on your chair has our shows for the rest of the year on the back of it. So do take a look at that. Now, we want to thank some people here. We've been doing this a long time. We've had the same people, good supporters of us, so I just want to point them out. This lovely couple here. They come together, I have to call them a couple.
My buddy.
He's your buddy. We have Wayne, and we have our favorite veteran, Len, 96-year-old veteran from the Marine Corps. He's 96 for the last 5 years, so I don't know. But anyway, Wayne's missed 2 shows in 5 years. Wow. We thank you. Dean and Linda back there, they've been to just about every show for years. We have a lot of new people tonight. We have our favorite Daniel over here, a Toastmaster with this wonderful dog, which I love, Nara. And we have Angel with her lovely service dog here too. Thank you all for coming. How many people have never been to an improv show? Oh, okay. Well, have you all seen Whose Line Is It Anyway with Drew Carey? Yes. It is the same concept. You, the audience, makes the difference on whether this show is going to be funny or not. That's a lot of pressure, but it's all going to depend upon your suggestions. So we're going to do a couple exercises on how to shout out suggestions and so forth. So now on the count of 3, Wayne, not before 3, I want you to all shout out your favorite color. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Yeah. I think it was purple. That's my favorite. Okay, on the count of 3, shout out your favorite place to vacation except Oceanside. Please don't use Oceanside. Nothing wrong with Oceanside, but we've heard it a million times, okay? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to say Greece. I like that. It's my call tonight, I guess, right? And the most important one. Yell out on the count of 3 your favorite MC for tonight. My name's Linda. Linda. I didn't count to 3 yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Linda.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Well, anyway, thank you again for coming. Welcome. Don't ever hesitate to yell out something. Now, don't be offended if we don't take it, because you can imagine sometimes we get the same thing, and we want to make them work for their money here. So, for example, if they ask for a barnyard animal and you say cow, you can imagine how many times we've heard cow. So we want to make it a little challenging for them. They can do it. We've been doing this a long time, so don't hesitate to yell out, and we might just have to move on to make it exciting. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. If I'm Delilah, this is my Samson, the founder of Funny Things, Henry Huller.
Welcome! Happy to have you all here. Happy Easter, happy Passover. Did everybody have a nice holiday?
Yeah.
Great. That's great. First of all, before we get started, have Linda do warming you all up. I'd like to invite her back out here. There's a lot that goes into doing these shows for the last 5 years, and we all get the applause, we all get the laughs and all that, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. We have coordination to do, all the different things, the bookkeeping and all that, and I just want to give my wife Linda a special thank you for all that. All you friends, say hello to our leader of the Puerto Rican dinner. And from the Broadway Theater up in the light blue, please say hello to Doug. have some rules that we've already talked about. One of them is our brown bag. We like our show to be fun, friendly, and above board. We don't want to go a little blue or anything else like that. So we do have the brown bag. If we get one of our players says something that's a little off color or something like that, they will invoke the brown bag, which they will have to wear for the rest of that scene. However, if we get a suggestion that's a little racy or off color or something else like that, it also means that that person that gave us a suggestion will have to wear the brown bag for the remainder of that game. Is that fair? Okay. So we have the rules down. One more thing that you're responsible for. We're the players. You are the audience. So every time I go, you, the audience, you, the audience, you, the audience. There you go. That's how we're going to play this. Now, one more thing I got to get out of the way. Oh my goodness. I have a camera in my pocket because we like to take pictures of our show. I know that this is from millennials. You won't even know what this is, do you? So you're going to be in charge of the camera. You can turn it on and off right there. You can just take any pictures you want, anytime you want. If you think that it's a brown bag picture, don't take it. Other than that, it's good. All right? We're going to meet our players in just a minute, but we've got to make sure that you're ready for our players. Yes? So we've got to warm you up a little bit because we feed off of energy. We feed off of laughter. We feed off of applause and all that. So we're going to start over here, and it's just a little... That's a little much. Okay, and we're getting here about a golf clap. Now you're getting a little more excited. Now it's really starting to get interesting. Now it's really going. Oh, yeah! Please welcome our funny players. Andy there. Different shirts, that's because they're better than the rest of us. So we're going to start out right away with a great game, and Andy's going to host this, so please welcome Andy.
Hey! So glad you guys are all here tonight. Our first game is called Stand, Sit, Kneel, Lean. And I've got 4 players up here on stage, and they're going to perform a really funny scene for you. But we're going to make it a little harder for them. At all times during this game, one person's got to be standing, one person's got to be sitting, one person's got to be kneeling, and one person's got to be leaning. Now, during the course of the scene, things may change and somebody's going to need to get up and do something, and if they do, somebody else is going to need to figure out how to sit it down. So, a lot of movement. It's our job to make this game even harder. So, would you do me a favor and tell me an internal organ?
Kidney.
Spleen.
Heart. Liver. Pancreas.
Lungs.
There's a lot of them there. Let's do a lung. So, these 4 players are going to be inside of a lung. I don't know what they're doing, but we're going to find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, stand, sit, kneel, lean.
Air! I need air! I need air!
I will try and get the person to breathe more deeply, Dr. Phillips.
Look at the corrosion on this man's lungs, will you?
That's right. I am corrosion.
You're doing a fine job. You, let me just lean in here, are the reason we don't have air.
Well, you know, it's a sticky place around here.
Dr. Phillips, I have a scalpel. I think we should cut out the corrosion.
All right, I'll sit down. Here, you're sitting down, you cut it out.
I have my own scalpel, Dr. Phillips.
Wow, you've come prepared, my dear.
I think we should give Dr. Andrews a scalpel too.
Let me think about this for a
3
moment.
doctors are better than 1 to get this corrosion out of here.
Right, lean in and see what he's doing. I'll keep it here. All right, let me do it.
That's it. can't take this. I need to get away, please.
What?
I need
There! You can't leave your corrosion.
But it's so sticky in here. It's
your fault.
That's very true.
You're the corrosion. Oh, wow. I
Wait,
was-
let me get it from up here.
Wait, let me sit down a minute. I gotta brush up.
Please.
Dr.
Please.
Philip, Dr. Andrews, our patient will be very happy once we've eliminated this corrosion from his lungs.
Are you Phillips or are you Anchor?
No, you're Anchor, I'm Phillips.
Okay. That's right. We can't operate on this guy.
I'm done, I'm exhausted. It's up to you two.
He just needs another cigarette.
Okay.
Everybody, our next game is called Conjunction Function. And I need Andy, CJ, Lisa, and Peggy. Thank you very much. And I need Henry to help me.
I'm here.
Oh, good. You're going to write down. How many of you took English in school? Almost everybody. And how many of you know what a conjunction is? Hey, I'm surprised. Conjunction. It's a word like and or but that connects two phrases or two sentences. Like, I was going to the mall, but I didn't have my purse with me. So we're going to need some conjunctions from you for me to use for this game. In this game, we're going to set up a scene between these four, and every once in a while I'm going to get mean, and I'm going to yell out one of those conjunctions, and then whoever was talking is going to have to say that conjunction and continue the scene after that word. So, we need, yell out some conjunctions.
And.
Although. And although.
Moreover.
He writes slow.
Then.
However.
Therefore.
However, therefore.
However,
Then.
Such as, I think.
However, then, such as.
Beforehand.
Make it so I can read it.
you didn't
Sorry, therefore.
Therefore.
Then.
No.
Meanwhile. But meanwhile, let's get to more.
I can't write that fast.
Besides and also. And then we're good. Besides and also.
Except, yes.
No, we're family friendly tonight, so no. Such as. Got it. That's plenty. Thank you. Round of applause for Henry. Okay, now let's have everybody come down to the mic. We'll see you. These people are at a support group, and this support group is for people who are obsessed with something totally weird and unusual that is stupid to be obsessed with. So yell out something.
Rubber ducks, toenails.
Conjunction.
Toenails! This is a support group for people who are obsessed with toenails. Are you ready, players?
Ready.
And scene.
Okay, well, doctor, my toenails are very yellow. They're full of fungus, and it really concerns me.
Oh,
See what I'm talking about? Can you help?
I kind of like that.
Whoa, hey you guys, I'm sorry I was late. I was at the Clipper store. Whoa, look at the yellow. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Can I lick it?
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, actually I just had dinner. I'm just
Okay, I'm here to take pictures of those. Which ones are they? Oh my
Right here.
goodness, what a shot. This is gonna be great.
and
And we'll put it on the wall for everybody to see when they come in the shop.
also,
Also, we can put it outside the door for people to
Really? It's that good?
I'm going to take some of these for my at-home collection.
therefore,
Therefore, I can look at them all day.
You're welcome to apply some if you want. And
however,
it will make it be just like mine.
Promise?
Seems reasonable to me.
Can I have one too?
Gentle, please.
I got a picture of that.
besides,
A picture of that was over there.
No, this isn't solicitation for you to let you do that, is it? I mean,
It kind of smells lemony.
such as,
Such as a grove of lemons.
wow, I feel so so much better than I did when I walked in here.
Although,
Although, I do think the three of you are all a little odd now.
but,
But it's okay, because I think we're friends.
Well, being this important, Doc, is there anything else today that's in our discussion topics?
Yes, your homework for this week is to walk in the mud.
Okay.
also,
Also, you need to stick your feet in the air,
but,
but make sure that you're doing that with your significant other.
meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
and see!
All right, that was too much fun, but we've got more. Just wait. We're going to play now a game called Blind Freeze Tag, and who do I need? Andy, CJ, Deborah, and Diane to play Blind Freeze Tag. It looks like I have Deborah and Diane up front, and Andy and CJ standing in the back facing the wall. Now I need 2 volunteers to get this started. And I'm going to tell you, there are going to be various times tonight where you'll be asked to volunteer. This is the second easiest volunteering opportunity you get tonight. So you better grab it now while you can. Come on up. Who else? One more. Come on, I need one more volunteer.
That person wants to.
I need one more volunteer.
Suddenly she was voluntold.
Oh, come on.
It's
Just this
easy.
is quick. You'll be-
Oh, we do? Okay.
30 seconds and you'll be done.
No, right there.
All right, here we go.
The
Come
light is
on.
in my hand.
All right. So here's what you need to do.
Be gentle.
You're going to work with Deborah here, and you're going to work with Diane. And what you're going to do is you're going to pose, like they're a department store mannequin or something. Just take her, if you want her hand up, put her up. If you want her to move her leg forward, just kind of touch the back of the leg, she'll move it forward. You might not want to leave her in that kind of a position because she might be there for a while. Okay, so go ahead and get them posed into a starting.
Can it be a sitting position?
Sure, whatever
You
works.
just tell me what you want.
Deborah's knees aren't as good as they used to be. So.
I can do one knee. You want me to on the floor, one knee?
Yeah.
Now, while they're doing this,
I might be able to get up. All right.
while they're doing this quietly, I will explain to the rest of you what's going to happen. They're going to strike a pose, and then they're going to start a scene based on the pose that they're in. And at some point, as their scene is going along, someone in the back is going to yell, freeze, and they're going to freeze. And then one of these people in the back, or maybe both of
Wait, so
them,
now I say.
will come up,
No,
take
you
their
go
place.
sit down. And-
Yeah, that's great. You've done very good. One of the people in the back, or maybe both people in the back, will come up, take their place, strike the pose, and start a new scene based on the pose that they are in at that point in time. And hilarity will ensue. All right, are you two ready?
Yes!
Go!
Please, God! Please, God, let me get up from the floor!
Be calm, my child. Be calm.
Breathe. Breathe.
You may get up off the floor.
That's
Once you have been forgiven from all your sins.
Please forgive me for all my sins.
Good, but a little more than that.
Please forgive me for all my sins.
Be specific.
That's what you think.
Dude, I know this is bad, but we got a concert in 5 minutes and I think I just broke all the guitar strings.
Oh, dude.
Look, it doesn't play.
Okay, we're gonna have improvise. Can we start a drumming circle on stage?
Oh, maybe I can use this for it.
Yes! Yes, and I have this bongo drum right here.
Freeze! Now I'm gonna put the ball right there,
All
and
right.
you swing, knock it way out the field.
I hold it just like this, right? Okay.
Freeze! I am going to behead you now because you are my enemy.
I have an idea.
This is a very heavy sword. Freeze!
Now, you know I've told you 12 times, little munchkin, that when the wicked witch comes from the sky, she's going to eat you!
Oh, you're so scary!
I'm just trying to prepare you. I want you...
Lady, You are killing me! I've been waiting here 2 hours for the doctor. Where is he?
Excuse me, sir. Your appointment wasn't until 9 o'clock and it's only 8:30. Please have a seat in the waiting room. The doctor will see you when he's finished with his next patient.
8:30.
8:30.
Freeze!
Freeze!
When we shoot that gun, remember this is the race in reverse. Bang!
Whoa! This is a big race! I'm gonna try to throw it. How far do I have to throw it?
Not far, just 500 yards down.
Oh, I can do 500. Whoa! I went with it. Oh my God. I'm not good at javelin now.
You know, I just don't feel like your mother's money is worth much over here. I'm just not getting you there.
But it's been my dream since I was a little girl to be a javelin thrower.
But you've been trying for
Freeze.
30 years.
Lipstick? Is my sash okay?
It looks marvelous.
I
on
am
you.
so excited to do this. Oh my gosh, my hair is perfect. What state are you from again?
Straight again.
Freeze!
Oh,
I'm not showing you the baby. You can't see the baby.
And Dr. Steve. Too much fun, okay.
Too much.
We need 3 chairs in here.
Yes, we do.
Now, you remember I told you the last time that was the second easiest volunteering opportunity of the night. This is the easiest volunteering opportunity of the night. All you have to do is sit in one of these chairs while we sing to you. But there's a proviso. We need people who have 1-syllable first name. Now I'm told there's a Paul in the audience. There's one. Have a seat. We need 2 more people with 1-syllable first names. What?
There's another Paul.
No, we don't want 2 of the same Paul. Sorry. I'm sorry. That would just blow our minds. Having to be the same person. We need someone else. Who else has got a 1-syllable first name? Or even a nickname. Anything. Something.
Lee.
If your children call you Okay.
Jax.
Jax, okay. Come down here, Jax. One more. Man, this is like pulling teeth.
My name's Steve.
Art. All right, we have Paul, Jax, and Art, and we are going to serenade Paul, Jax, and Art with our special version of an old favorite rock and roll song.
Now, wait a minute, we need help from...
Oh.
Hold this up nice and high, students.
Oh, that's too far away. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't need to see it.
Okay, good enough. Okay, so here we go. Do run, 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 do run, run. Do run, 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 do run, run. Met him on a Monday and his name was Paul. Do run, 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 do run, run. Like Humpty Dumpty, he once had a fall. Do run, 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 do run, run. Yeah,
He was in the mall.
yeah.
He's very tall.
Yeah,
His wallet is small.
we do run, 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 we do run, run. Met her on a Monday and her name was Jax. We do run, 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 we do run, run.
She never liked to go and pay those tax.
We do run, 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 we do run, run. Yeah,
She liked to melt wax.
yeah,
She weld an axe.
yeah.
I'm gonna say tax.
Met him on a Monday and his name was Art. We do run, 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 we do run, run. Out with this girl who was kind of a tart. We do run, 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 we do run, run. Yeah, they went out in a cart. Yeah,
He had to be.
yeah.
He stole my heart.
and CJ and Deborah. Now, I need from you another volunteer thing. But you don't have to come up here, isn't that the good news? But we do need something from two of you. Those of you that are willing to part ways with your cell phone for just a few minutes. We used to play a game called Actor's Dilemma, where we took a script and the actors read from the script and someone else had to solve the problem. But we thought we'd bring it to the modern day, and the modern day would be cell phones. So who wants to volunteer their cell phone and some of their texts? Anybody in the audience who is taking it? Oh, we got one over here. Very good. We got one. That's great. That's great. Not a lot of power left, but that's okay. Here you go.
We'll do it quick.
Everyone's got that. We need one more cell phone. Who's going to get? Oh, okay. Wow. Oh! Deborah, maybe you want this one. Let's have the big print. Okay, so what's going to happen? Thank you. Thank you. So what's going to happen here? Peggy is free to do anything she wants, talk about any way she wants to solve the problem. Now, Deborah and CJ can only speak to her from the text that is on the phones, okay? Now, we're going to find these three people at some obscure convention. Where are they? What kind of... That's... Oh, yeah, that's obscure.
Yeah.
Something really obscure.
Cereal.
Yes. A grapefruit convention. I can't think of anything juicier than that. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready. Begin.
Welcome to the Grapefruit Convention. How are you all doing?
I'm getting ready to go to a party.
We do tend to party down here, so I'm glad you're in the right mood.
Looks great. Nice design.
Oh, I love that you're already just so positive about everything. Did you notice the different kinds of grapefruit that are here?
We have one for Tuesday evening.
Well, Tuesday is a great start, and we're going to do it tonight, though, on Monday, but then we'll also be here Tuesday. So
Enjoy.
I'm glad you enjoyed the grapefruit. Now,
Yippee, see you tomorrow.
you can come back tomorrow, too, but we want to get started tonight if we could, please.
Happy Easter, darling.
Is that the one East Vista Way?
You'll notice that there are large grapefruits and in descending order to the smaller grapefruits. All right? So, when we start working with them, you want to cut the big ones in half. Great, okay. Everybody's good with that?
Great, see you there.
So much less.
Tonight. You're having issues with it being tonight. Okay, so tonight, we're going to cut the big ones in half. Now,
You can do some great stuff.
well, thank you. I'm glad you have confidence in me. I really appreciate it. Now, the smaller ones, though, we're going to arrange in a little pyramid. Are you familiar with a pyramid?
Woo!
That was really cute. Thank you. So, in a pyramid and slicing. Now, I don't know if I trust you with the knife, though. Can you do the cutting one for me?
See what happens.
All right, please be careful. And you're going to do the pyramid. How about if you switch places? Okay, so you do the pyramid.
An article about Oprah, whose artist we saw did that last week.
Oh, you saw this on Oprah? Oh, that's
Cool, huh?
excellent. I didn't know you were trending like that. That's great.
Oh, I do hope it will be soon.
Now that's looking pretty good. All right, yeah. Now watch out for the juice.
Oh, but you'll miss the floofy.
That's okay. The floofy, I think, was from Oprah's show.
Yes, it's big.
It is a big one. Doesn't it? Once we slice, remember, you're stacking yours into a pyramid.
Hope it impresses people to change their recycling habits.
I think.
Is she Italian?
Sure. Yeah. Italian grapefruit, California grapefruit, French grapefruit. Yes! Yes! That's very grapefruit.
Got a new stack
Vitamin
horn.
C. All right, very good. Well, it looks like we're pretty much done with that. Are you all ready to head on to the next thing?
Well, that sounds like such a heavy workload.
Well, grapefruits aren't lightweight, you know. I mean,
Slept in this morning. Coffee
And
first
scene.
thing.
Well, thank you very much. Hey, how about a nice round of applause for our two volunteers? We learned so much about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, for those of you who can remember back to some older game show TV, there was a show called the Newlywed Game. There was another show called the Dating Game. And tonight we're going to be playing our own version of a dating game. So we have an eligible bachelor. His name is Ray. Ray's going to be leaving the theater, so we're going to all say goodbye to Ray. Bye. Once he's outside.
Yeah, he's not watching.
Door's locked.
We've got 3 eligible bachelorettes here, and we're going to decide, as a group, who these bachelorettes are. And then we'll have Ray come in and see who he wants to date by asking him a series of questions. So, let's have fun. Deborah here, bachelorette number 1, is going to be a famous movie character. Think of a movie that everybody's seen and a character that was big popular.
Terminator.
Nemo.
Mommy dearest.
Nemo the fish. Awesome. Or Dory, the one who forgets. Show of hands, who wants Dory versus Nemo? It looks like we're going to switch to Dory from Nemo, so the one who forgets everything.
Where am I?
Bachelorette number 2 is going to not be a person. She's going to be something you find under your bed.
A golf club.
Dead cat.
Why not? A golf club. A golf club. But let's make it a little harder. This golf club has a fear of something. It has nothing to do with golf or clubs or under the bed. Fear of something that's totally a fear of nose hairs. Or a golf club with a fear of nose hairs. Awesome. Bachelorette number 3. Bachelorette number 3 is going to be somebody with a, let's see, a professional degree. She's got a professional job. So some of you got to go to school for. Okay, a lawyer. We'll take a lawyer. That's fine, but that's not all. She's also got an improbable physical trait, i.e., like wheels for feet or no nose, something like that.